Hello everybody, welcome to top 5 reasons why you should start Napoleonics for my contest entry for Zackcarnage. I think I got your name right. For his 500 sub competition. So first of all, I'll do an honourable mention that didn't make it into the top 5, and that would be nationality. That the game, well, Napoleonics is such a national area because you have so many different nations fighting against each other. Well, fighting against the French mainly, and also Confederation of Rhine, and so on and so on. And yeah, so there's a lot of nations in it. So basically, if you're from Europe, you can choose your own country and make an army around it. So let's go into the top 5. So number 5 first. We'll go up to the number 1. So number 5 is cost. Napoleonics are really, really cheap compared to Games Workshop and some of the sci-fi companies, because as you all probably know, historicals are really, really cheap. So it's like £20 and you'll get 40 British line infantry or something like that, or £8 for 3 metal commanders on horseback, and the price is generally really, really good for what you get. And they are detailed. I'll just get one man now. So this is from the Perry brothers. I'll try and get it into focus. And so it's metal, so you're not going to be able to see the detail as well. But if it's painted, it's going to look really, really nice. So Perry, if you didn't know, they're the same people that made all the models for Lord of the Rings, I think. I could be wrong about that, but I'm almost certain. So, yep, number 5 is the cost. Number 4 is the massive amount of rules you can get. I only have black powder. That is like the first one I found, and but I do know that you can get one for the Russian campaign, like 1812. I can't remember the rest of it. 1812 Winter Storm, something like that. I've just butchered that. That's wrong. So yeah, if you don't like a game because it has some kind of flaw to it, like say Black Powder, it's too general that it encompasses all of the historical eras, or so you can just go on to a different rule set. So let me think of some Napoleonic rule sets off the top of my head. Shako 1 and 2. I think they're there. That's a rule set. And General de Brigade. I think that's a rule set too. So you have like different levels. So you have brigades, divisions, and also full armies. So yeah, number 4 is rule sets, and that also includes supplements. Oh no, I'll include that with a future one. So next, number 3 is the models. This isn't about price, it's about the actual models themselves. So Napoleonics encompasses a mass range of scales from like 2mm to 54mm, I think that is. So if you don't like a particular size because it has some kind of flaw to it, like 6mm is too small and it's too easy, doesn't really have a challenge for painting, or you don't like 28mm because it's too big and battalions are going to have to be like 1 man represents 20. And yep, so you have a mass range of choice for scales, and then also the model producers. So you have Perry, or you don't like Victrix because it's too cartoony, or maybe you do like it. I like Victrix. Or you don't like front rank horses because the men are like giants compared to the horses. They look more like ponies. Or so yeah, you have a massive range for the models that you can get. That's number 3. So now number 2 is research. Yep, you can learn whilst you play, whilst you're killing off another army. So this includes a lot. So research, you have novels such as Sharp, and that's a really good read if you want to learn whilst you're having a good time reading. You have the supplements, so you have, this is just the Black Powder Army on Triumph and the 100 Days campaign, and also the Peninsula campaign, which is just there. And you also have books like Redcoat by Richard Holmes. He's a good author. He does a lot of stuff for history. And of course you have the internet. The internet's always your friend whenever you come to researching. And you have so yeah, main topic on this is that you can learn a lot whilst you're playing. And I might also include changing history in this. So if you're someone like me that likes to see a what-if scenario, so this is the perfect choice if you start Napoleonics, because there's so many things that could have gone wrong well, very, very differently. So say Waterloo, what about if the ground wasn't as muddy? The British would probably have lost. And also, what if the Grand Army invaded England? Then England would have just been, well, Britain, more precise, would have been just wiped off the map. It would have been invaded by France. And then all the other powers might fall consequently, because obviously Britain was funding the other main powers against the French. So yeah, that's a lot to encompass in research, which is why it's number 2. And then number 1 is just the massive scope of the battles. Because if you look at a Napoleonic battle, it looks amazing. I'll just get a nice picture up now. I mean, look at that. Does that not look epic? This is just one of the main reasons why I can start it, because you can make massive epic battles in like a relatively small space. So this is just a section of Quatre Bras. And yep, so you can just make massive battles with with only a few models, really. So this has been my top 5. Make sure you check out Zackcarnage's channel, and I hope you will hopefully feel a bit more inspired to get into Napoleonics after this. I like to think that I know a lot, but I really don't. So leave your top 5 reasons for starting Napoleonics in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.